Ooh.
Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Everyone, welcome to a brand new episode of Not Aspirational. I'm your host, Hannah Aaron Brown, and today I'm joined by a woman who needs no introduction, but I'll give her one anyway. She's a dear friend of the pod, a truly iconic actor in the Chicago theater scene, and honestly, she's gone national, she's gone international, she's everywhere. You don't even know where she is on the map right now. Where in the world is this queen? You might know her voice from a Berea commercial. That's a pasta brand. She is a voiceover artiste. She's also my co-host of You Know You Love Us, which, where did that podcast go? I don't know, but here she is, Tyler Meredith.
Oh my God, I am blooshed. I'm rooshed and blooshed. I'm so happy to be here. I rouged.
I rouged my knees just for you.
Rouged my knees, roll my stockings down. Have you seen that video of that man in Chicago? That man.
Actually rouging his knees and rolling his stockings down?
He says, I've been in Chicago for approximately 5 days, and I haven't seen a single person rouge their knees or roll their stockings down.
That's hilarious. What does it mean to rouge your knees? Like literally put rouge on your knees?
Rouge my knees, roll my... But see, why would you rouge your knees prior to stockings down?
Exactly. You would need to roll them down to put on the rouge.
These are the hard-hitting questions.
Oh, it feels so right to be back behind the mic with you.
Wow. No, I mean, I feel alive. I'm sweating.
So do I.
I'm sweaty. We've already spent a sensible 23 minutes off pod.
It's what
pretending
we do.
to smoke. It's what we do.
The listeners are going to be like, okay, cool. So as you know, you love us back. That's a great question. We still don't know.
We still don't know. And you know what? Let's say this. Anonymity. Anonymity is sexy.
It is. You think we're going to zig, we zag. You think we're coming back, we're not.
You think we're going to zip, we zop.
Yeah. And that's sometimes, that's just what happens.
That's showbiz.
But I do think it'll be a relief for the listeners to know that we did not have a falling out. We literally are just really busy.
Literally. Henny, you got married?
I got married.
Oh my God.
And you are touring the nation, doing all the shows.
Just doing dumb bits.
You're Jeff nominated.
Please. Oh, please. Please,
oh, no, it's true.
Oh,
it's true.
Just a little girl gonna wear a dress.
You have not one, but 3 wigs in this current play you're in.
I do.
What does it feel to be so I don't know, just wig powerful?
Cunty.
Yeah, I would imagine. Do you have a favorite?
Oh God. I have to say, these are easily 3 of the best wigs I've ever worn, and I've worn some killer wigs.
Yeah.
No shade on the other wigs I've worn because some of them have been insane. But there's this blonde, Veronica Lake wig. And when I put that wig on, I'm like, you can't say shit.
Yeah.
No one, I'm like, I am that bitch. Yeah. I'm like, who am I? Don't even know who I am anymore.
Yep. You're dropped in.
I am. And I'm German. It's great. It's great.
Do you have to have a German accent?
I do.
Is that hard?
I mean, I sound like Frau Farbissina, so I guess it is.
You're like, Scott, send in the glass.
Literally it, it will mean I'm alive. Orders. That's my entire personality.
That's so fun.
It's
you
very
go full
fun.
Dexter's Lab.
I'm just picturing little tiny goggles, little lab coat, really tall hair, kind of like Yzma from Emperor's New Groove.
Totally. But meanwhile, you look insanely hot with your Veronica Lake wig.
Yes.
And, that's so fun. Old Hollywood glamour.
Yes. But then I get to wear a wig that was truly modeled after Merida from Brave.
I literally was going to say you're giving Merida in that wig.
Yeah, someone said Chapel also, and I was like, okay, well, it's never going to get better than this.
Oh, you're like, we've done it.
We've done it. Put her on.
Put her on.
I put her on. She's a little Scottish girly living out my fantasy.
And you just go, if you could change your face, would you?
And then I have like, what is that? And then wait, Emma Thompson's a bear. Like, yes, that's right. And then her brother's a bear. Why was that? Why was that so devastatingly sad and beautiful?
Another Disney movie about bears that's devastatingly sad. Brother Bear.
Oh, fuck off. The unsung hero. Beautiful. Very underrated. Deeply. Of course. And here we are on Disney. No one's surprised.
No. Who's surprised? Literally 1-800-nobody.
Ring, ring.
Ring, ring. It's
Anybody?
us.
It's
Hello?
us. Ring, ring. It's us.
Fall is our season, famously.
Period.
No one else in the world likes fall except for us. We are trailblazers in this space.
Yes.
I actually was about to, in preparation for this episode, I was about to send you a voice memo this morning, randomly just going, if you're out on the road, feeling lonely and so cold. You guys, no, not last fall, the fall before. Fuck! We recapped a series of autumnal episodes that were not Gossip Girl. One of them was Gilmore Girls, the Thanksgiving episode, and that was some of our best work, I think.
I think that really was. I've actually gone a really, this is going to sound so fucked up, a really deep dive of our pod. And I've been listening to our favorite episodes, which are, not limited to, but absolutely include Serena Vanderwood's A Motorcycle Gang.
Totally.
Between a Cock and a Hard Place.
Yeah.
And looking at the titles alone, I said,
crazy.
The noive we had, we said, we don't give a fuck.
We were renegades.
God, we were renegades. Man, those were the times. But that Gilmore Girls episode also was really clutch.
It was impactful for me.
That was really important. It was so important for you to air your grievances.
It was important. I was like, you know what, Amy Sherman Palladino, I don't care if we ever work together. And that's a lie. I do, but like I know it probably won't happen at this point. By the way, I just wish Gossip Girl was like a sensible 10 episodes instead of like 30 episodes a season. I think that is part of where I personally got lost in the sauce, because I was like,
we got burnt
out. I was like, the thought of doing another like 49 episode season like just seems too much.
Well, you want to I mean, it's basically like watching Love Island UK. I go, you have 65 motherfucking episodes per season.
So many episodes. And it's not that we don't love them. It's not that we don't want to talk about them.
Of course.
But God, is it a commitment, honey?
It's a commitment, honey. I mean, there are still episodes on the horizon that I go, God, I can't.
Listen, we might have zero listeners left, but if we just do it for us, that could happen someday. Hey. Does anyone want to be our free audio engineer?
Watch this space.
Yeah, watch this space. Does anyone want to work pro bono? That's not true. I believe in paying people, but like maybe just not a lot. Thank you. But maybe just not very much.
Maybe in pizza bones, which someone said to me once, that's what they call crusts. Because I said, I just want crusts because I can't eat red sauce. And so they said, you want my pizza bones? And I said,
I actually
pizza
do.
Bones. So we could pay someone in pizza bones.
Pizza bones for sure.
For sure.
But
fall,
today, wait,
yes. No, I'm
go.
sorry. I was going to say, fall is so important to us. It's really, and you were just decorating for fall, and it looked so cozy.
Oh, thank you. Well,
Anna.
Tyler, last year I didn't get to decorate for Halloween because I was in wedding mode. Mm-hmm. This is my first time in 2 years that I get to dust off the pumpkins. Thank you. I was at Target the other day. I almost bought more pumpkins, but I didn't need them.
I'm going to wheel myself over.
Here we go. Here she is. Is it a candle?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I love it.
Oh, makes me crazy. Let's fucking go. I
am getting a little tired of my pumpkins from like 5 years ago. I feel like they've kind of like seen better days, and like
I know.
I actually want to bring this up to you.
Okay. Oh.
Similar to pumpkins, something I struggle with in the fall is sweaters, because I don't want to get rid of my old sweaters, but I always want more sweaters. And I simply don't have the closet space for all the sweaters that I have had and will have. And I also live in Southern California, so there's no need. You actually have a need for them where you live.
I do. And I will be in, say it with me, New England this fall.
You need so many fisherman sweaters.
Months. Yeah. I know.
Oh my God. So like, how do you grapple with this? Do you just say, fuck it, and you get the new sweaters and you maybe put some in storage? Do you cycle them out? Like, how do you tackle that?
I feel, thank you so much for asking this, and thank you for bringing light to this subject. Well, I still famously have our Target sweater that we both have that I have never been able to find in another sweater. Yes, that's the sweater I'm chasing every year.
People get like really lit on the internet. They're like, where's the sweater from? Tell me it. Give me it.
Every time I wear it, people freak the fuck out.
Yeah, and I'm like, babe, it's from like 2021 Target.
A very dark-sided time during the pandemic.
Yep.
Thank God for that sweater. I feel like last year I went really hard in the paint for new sweaters. It was time for me.
Yeah.
I usually will try and limit to buying like, I'll say, hey, what's one I can let go of? And we'll donate this girl. We'll bring in a new girl. That's what I try to do.
That's good.
I found last year that Free People, I must say, is the superior sweater maker I find.
Wow. That's a dark horse. I wouldn't have guessed that.
Free People, Ref, Quince for the button downs.
For the button downs.
Got that from you. I have like a fisherman sweater from there. Some oversized cable knit sweaters from there, but I have this one sweater that I got, and then 3 of my friends all purchased the same sweater, minimum one color. I have it in 2 colors. I've never gotten more compliments on a sweater in my entire life aside from the Target. Yeah, Free Peeps.
She's an influencer, honey. She is.
But it's hard. It's hard. And it's so fall. I really do not spend money spring, summer. I really don't like on clothes. Fall is detrimental to my financial health.
Yeah, same. I just afterpaid a pair of Sam Edelman penny boots.
Say that.
Which I got the gray ones on Poshmark a few years ago. Then shout out to my stylist friend, Samantha Kravitz. She came in, she said, we're retiring these. I said, understandable. However, I read that equestrian boots were coming back, and for me, they never left. And I think the thing about the Sam Edelman penny boots that I had from Poshmark was that they were gray, which the gray reads a little dated. It reads a little 2010.
Sure.
So I got the same silhouette in new boots, again, afterpaid them because I'm not made of money, but they are black and then chocolate brown suede. And I said, that is a classic piece. Give me my pipe. Puff on that pipe. Wear these equestrian boots in the moors with my big ass Target sweater.
In the moors. Yes, because you're going.
Well, I fucking hope Jake might get a goddamn job and we might not be able to go.
God, he's so famous.
He's literally so booked and busy. No, actually he wasn't for like most of last year, which is why we have to be like, oh, momentum, let's go.
Yeah, totally. I get that.
Such is showbiz. But if I get to go to London, that was honestly what motivated me to get them. I was like, I could stomp around London in these equestrian boots.
Yes.
Motorcycle boots they just felt a little trendier to me. And I said, I don't know that I'm going to want those in a year.
Sure. Yep. I get that. I mean, I have a pair of Coach riding boots, equestrian boots, that I have had since approximately 2010, and I have held on to them, and I knew they were going to get their time.
Yep.
And their time is nigh.
Their day in the sun.
Their day in the sun.
Can you imagine if Disney made a movie like Toy Story, but it's just shoes being like, I hope she wears me today. Like the Coach boots would be like, not like Jessie, because like they're not thrown under a bed.
Not me crying, me literally welling up.
Over your boots. Yeah. They're like, I hope she wears me today. And there's like a pair of like slutty pumps that's like voiced by Kim Cattrall. And they're like, well, we all know it's my night out, you know?
There's a pair of flats. It's like, gee, guys, I just hope I'm going to get to go to Target. Yeah, like, I really want to go to Target today. We have so much fun when we go together.
There's a pair of flip-flops. It's like, well, flip-flops are gritty coated. Flip-flops are like, they're like a seal. I can't explain.
Flapping together.
Yeah, there's like, okay, wait, Hannah, I have to redact something before we start.
What happened?
I unfortunately, after I talked so much shit on Reddit.
You like it now?
This is me on the day of our Lord, the first day of fall, right?
Yes, we're actually recording this on the first day of fall, September 22nd.
Wait, literally, is this not 4 years to the day that we recorded? Hannah,
I'm sick.
are we Taylor Swift?
We are literally Taylor Swift. This is our, yeah. And the rapture is supposed to be tomorrow, so.
I'm actually so shook by that.
How did that, we're like, oh, does the 22nd work for you? Yeah, that works for me.
Oh. Okay, so on the first day of fall, 2025.
Yep.
I have to admit, there's a special person in my life, and this person loves Reddit, and they have gotten me into Reddit.
Everyone has a gateway. You probably use it for like wholesome reasons. I'm not gonna lie. I've looked at a snark Reddit before. I've been like, what? Because I don't really have.
What's that?
Snark Reddits are really dark, and like sometimes
I've never seen.
It's. I haven't been like mentally well when I do it, but like especially about like influencers, like people will post things and be like, this influencer did this thing.
Oh yes, there's a Disney one I've heard.
Yeah, and sometimes when someone's like really out of pocket, and I'm like, am I insane? I just want to make sure I'm not insane because I think this person's being out of pocket. And then meanwhile, there's like a 500 comment thread about how this person's unhinged, and then I'm like, okay, now I know that I'm not just being an asshole.
That is nice.
But then sometimes on Snark Reddit, people will say the dumbest shit where they're like, did you see this video of this girl exercising? She looks so stupid. And I'm like,
oh my God.
Are you kidding? Like, that is not something we're going to hate on someone for. Like, that's
no, that's ridiculous.
But
yeah.
But I was going to say, you probably use it for like recipes or like floral arrangements, like things that mentally well people use Reddit for.
I use them.
Yeah.
I use them for restaurants.
Great.
In the various and sundry cities. That I will be traveling to. So I just look up restaurants pretty much.
That's so smart.
Yeah. I can't take credit for it, but
I don't even know how to navigate Reddit though. Like do you just go in the search bar and search like Portland, Oregon restaurants, and then it's like Portland, Oregon restaurant / Reddit.
Yeah, I'm bad at it, but that's usually what I do. Yeah.
Okay.
Like, and they're everywhere. Like, it's amazing the places I said. Why there Reddit's everywhere? Gritty is everywhere.
Gritty. We years ago, listeners, on our podcast, You Love Us, which there's a backlog of like probably over 100 episodes, and like
easily.
I'm really proud of that show. Like
me too.
Truly, like we got burned out, but I'm really proud of the work we did. We had a bit about how Reddit was really scary to us. How like we thought the little jester icon was like Reddit.
So much shit on Reddit.
Yeah,
like as much as Serena Vanderwoodson.
Period. And we thought that the energy of Reddit is like Gritty from the NHL, like a kooky, scary, spooky little monster.
He's like, dress me up like Ariel, throw me on the ice. Yeah, he's like, let's go. I got some shit to say.
And then I went to an Indiana Fever game, which, by the way, the WNBA fucking rules.
Hell yeah.
Hot take. And I went to an Indiana Fever game and I saw their mascot, and I said, "What in the sweet hell is this monster?" I look it up. It's like the hallucination you get when you have a fever. And I said, this is worse than Gritty.
it?
That's how, Hannah, it's insane. We'll post a pic.
We have to post a pic. This is actually incredibly important to me.
It's terrifying.
Oh my God. Well, that's a great segue because you know what else is terrifying? The first episode of season 10 of Real Housewives of New York, Ghouls Just Want to Have Fun.
Killed it.
Which is an iconic Halloween episode. That was kind of why we wanted to do this, to celebrate fall. We wanted to kick off the reason for the season, spooky season, by recapping a really spooky episode of RHONY, in which they go to a really unhinged Halloween party. You know, there's racism, there's a bubble dress, there's blackouts, there's a little bit of everything. And I'm so excited to recap it with you.
Me too. I miss them so much.
I miss them all the time.
Me too.
All the time.
Me too.
This season actually kicks off with Ramona, of all people, at her apartment ordering people around and drinking out of a mug that has her own quote on it. Calm down, take a Xanax.
Calm down.
Calm down, take a Xanax. Calm down. And like we have Sonia. So we have all these establishing shots. Like Sonia's trying to figure out her Halloween costume, and I made a note that said, "Like us, she has a costume box." Like she's just peeling out every costume she has, being like,
So comforting to me. Yes.
I know.
So
And you know they all smell like mothballs, even though they're in plastic bags. She's like, you know, you never know when you want to dress up as Marie Antoinette. And then we have Bethany in full glam because she's going to a gala at the Museum of Natural History. Ramona's already pissing Bethany off because she texted Bethany asking like who's going to be at her table. And Tinsley is living in a hotel. Carol is on a run. Dorinda is in her apartment, which is intensely decorated for Halloween. And this is our first real moment of the season because Dorinda's like, it's finally arrived. My bubble dress. Everyone knows I love Lady Gaga. She's throwing a Halloween party. And she's like, the theme is famous people that are alive. So, you know, I go online and see a Lady Gaga dress. Okay, bye. And it cuts to her opening the box. And she's like, what is this? This isn't a dress, just a bunch of bubbles. What am I supposed to do with a bunch of bubbles, Gaga? Bubble dress kit. I don't want a kit. I want a dress. But thankfully, she calls her friend Brian, who's a costume designer from SNL, and he saves the day. And she's like, I'm so excited. Thanks. I owe you $1 million.
The way they used to like really know that they were characters on TV, you know, and not pretend.
I know.
I really do miss. And I also miss her condo in New York. I said, oh, remember that?
I also like Dorinda is the kind of person who like would accidentally order a Gaga bubble dress kit.
Of course.
And like the thing is now people want to have these moments that are like buzzy and funny and they become a TikTok and like these are just unhinged women hanging out. And that's what made it so good.
Exactly. The good old days of yore. We moved to the Museum of Natural History with Bethany for delivering good. And I said, wow, will we wow. To look back at her now, I mean, it's shocking. Dare I say, harrowing.
Yeah.
I mean, I was a Bethany stan for a long time. I'll take the heat for that.
Me too.
Like, I've always said it. I said, I mean, Dorinda's my girl day one. I cannot wait. Thank God they got wise and they're bringing her back on Traitors. I said, you knew what you had and you didn't keep her on long enough.
If this new cast fucks this up for us again,
I'll lose my fucking mind. Hell to pay. And so we get like Bethany takes us all through the call out for Be Strong, talks about the history. It's starting in Puerto Rico and Houston. And her being like, I had no fucking idea how I did this. And I was like, I mean, as insufferable as she is, when this shit started, it was pretty fucking awesome.
I know.
Like, I was like, you really fucking did that.
Yeah.
It's so unfortunate that you're so insufferable now. But
I miss.
We miss. Ramona and Tinsley show up. I also famously, anytime we've recapped anything from RHONY, instead of saying Ramona, I always say Romana or Romano, which is my favorite. Romano is my favorite thing. And I guess they were both invited, Bethany says, because they had donated a lot of money early on to Be Strong. And I have to say, this confessional look from Romano in the fluorescent lighting with this dark lip and this dark eye with truly translucent makeup is talk about spooky seas.
Come on.
It is an actual nightmare to be on television looking like that. Help me find a shallow grave. I was like, this is terrible.
No, truly. The dark lip does her no favors.
No favors at all.
She looks very washed out.
She does. I really miss Tinsley's beach waves. I missed her hoops.
I think she is disgustingly underappreciated.
I think so too. She was a legend. They had no idea what they had.
They had no idea what they had. And like, I used to know someone who would be like, you're so much like Tinsley. And I still don't know if they meant it as a dig or not, like jury's out. But I was always like, okay, and what? Like, she literally just wants to like shop and like live in a hotel and she's like really emotional. I'm like, yes, and what else?
Yeah, and she slays.
And she slays house down boots. She's an it girl, ITGIRL.
She really was. Like, I was like, how iconic for her to have been, what was that guy's name? Who was she married to?
Topper Mortimer.
Yes, to be married to him, truly was on Gossip Girl as a fucking it girl. Mm-hmm. That is, and then get arrested.
Which honestly only makes her more iconic.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
And
that's what I'm saying.
This season is so interesting because she's like meeting her first season on the season prior is so interesting because she's meeting everyone for the first time and she's like, yeah, I was arrested. Oh yeah, I have a mugshot. And like, there's something just like so cunt about like going into a new party with like New York's upper crust, like all these like bougie women. Yeah. On camera being like, oh yeah, so I for sure got arrested. And like, no one even asked her yet. She was just like, anyways, it's so iconic. And she also just like drinks vodka every day and like champagne and like I love her for that.
And lives in a hotel. She's grown up Eloise, truly. She is.
Lou comes to Dorinda's and Lou, this is the season after, it's about Tom.
So it was all about Tom.
It was about Tom. Or it's the season, after she marries Tom. And she's like, I never thought I would be here, but here I am, divorced. I was very happy with Tom, but we were on this whirlwind. I did everything I could to make this work, but sometimes love isn't enough. And we get this insanely cringe flashback of Luann's like whirlwind romance with her and Tom, like brutal. Truly like Blanche Dubois level of Delulu. She puts the Lou in Delulu, okay? I can't be the first person to say that.
I'm gonna give you credit.
Thank you. And Dorinda and Lou catch up, and Dorinda's like, I feel like he got worse after he got married. He became a shit show. And then we get this amazing flashback of Bethany. And when Bethany gets really upset, and she sounds like Beaker from the Muppets, where she's like, "You guys not a good time." Like she's just squeaking. I hope Zoom like picked that up.
It did, I think.
And she's like, I don't think your guy's a good guy. Yeah. And then Lou's like, you want to hear something? Sonia. She's going around telling people that I'm dating like crazy. And you know who hasn't reached out to me? Carol. Nothing. Not at all. And I'm like, the thought that like she called Carol like a pedophile for dating Adam, and then she expected Carol to be like, oh my God, I'm so sorry that you're divorcing this guy who we knew you shouldn't marry. It's like crazy work.
It is crazy work. I mean, like, again, like you said, absolute insane levels of delusion.
Yeah.
Like I mean, the way she smited everyone. Who were in her face telling her that everything that could possibly be wrong about this man was wrong about this man. And she essentially told them all to fuck off. And then was like, well, why did no one call me? Like, I can't.
Like, it's like, because also at that point, the other thing too is like, they were damned if they do and damned if they didn't, because I feel like if they did call her, she would have been like, and how rude that they're saying I told you so. You know what I mean?
Exactly. There's no winning with Lou.
None whatsoever. None. I also love Dorinda for correcting her about the Carol thing and being like, but you're not friends.
Right.
Normalize being like, we're not friends.
Yeah. I think so too. I loved the montage that they went to of everyone saying all the shit that was wrong with her relationship, which was so savage, but it was so good.
Oh my God. When Ramona's like, it's like waiting for the train wreck to happen, and it's going to happen, and you want to prevent it, but you can't.
And who said, I think it was Bethany. Yeah, Bethany was like, death, taxes, and Luann's divorce are just things that are going to happen.
It's like so
my
true.
Bethany doesn't exist. She's just like, hey, I'm from New York and I'm yelling.
She's hard to impersonate for that very reason, but you're doing amazing.
No, you're so kind.
No, it's almost hard. Yeah, I don't know. She's
I've never had a Beth. I've never had a Beth.
And then Sonia's like, this whole experience with Luann and Tom is that camel ride with Luann in Morocco. Oh. And it cuts to Lou on the camel being like, ooh.
Like one of those floppy guys outside of not a subway, a car wash.
About to fall off the camel, and then Sonia's like, maybe it was supposed to happen. Maybe she was supposed to experience this and get on the next camel. And I'm like, yeah, Sonia,
sure.
Glass half full.
Sonia's just such a B-side Muppet. You know what I mean?
She really is.
Like,
she really is.
I did love the hard shift that Dorinda took after Luann's just like spilling her guts out to her, and she's like, "Did you get my Halloween invite?" I was like, "Oh my God." I'm like, going to Lady Gaga. I was like, oh.
That was so good. Holy shit. It was like she was in the room with me. No, literally, like Dorinda, I love that she's a festive bitch. And I do think that's part of why you feel such a kinship with her.
I think so too.
Because Dorinda can be like really next level evil. Like when she sees red and has like a rage blackout, I'm like, even Tyler, at your most Aries, you've never been evil like that in your entire life.
No, yeah, no.
You know?
It's not, there isn't like that switch.
Right.
Like there is just there isn't that like absolute blackout switch. There is the switch of like, I'll just cry in a puddle, you know?
Totally.
It's like
and
that.
that's like Tinsley coded.
Yeah, it is Tinsley. Oh, I think I'm Tinsley coded.
Yeah, I think we both are. And
I think so.
Dorinda, though, is like a festive bitch and is like, she just give her a theme. And like, we love that about her.
Yes. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then at Tinsley's hotel apartment, she orders a charcuterie board. Mm-hmm. She's living our dream. Carol shows up. Yeah.
I know. I just want to be a part.
Speak on it. I know. I would like if one of us just lived in a hotel. I mean, you're literally in a hotel right now. But like, if like you're just like, hey, I just ordered a charcuterie board. Like, what's up? Like, living the dream.
Can you imagine? I said, meet me at like 81st and Riverside. Come over to the hotel, and I'll have cheese waiting. My dog is here. Like, let's just vibe out in this hotel Beatrice
room.
is meant to live in a hotel. That's one thing I know.
She's a classy lady.
She is so classy.
Tinsley explains that her and Scott were together for 8 months, but they ultimately broke up because the distance was stressful for them. Scott was famously in Chicago. Tins was in New York. Carol and Adam are still hanging out, but in a much more casual way. They have coffee.
Ooh. I forgot about Coupon Cabin.
Oh my, yeah.
Coupon Cabin Scott.
Yeah, I always forget that he like is rich because of coupons. Which feels
also
ironic.
It feels very ironic for Tinsley, a lady of leisure, to be dating someone who is famously rich from coupons and from Chicago. I mean, just their vibe. Like when they show that one clip and he's like, hey, Tins. Hey, yeah, Tins. And he's like, he's going to be like, I like hot dogs and beef. Like, I'm like, this man was not meant for Tins.
No.
A Chicago boy, that girl needs someone from South Carolina. You know what I mean?
100%. Like more of like a traditional old school kind of man.
Yeah. Is she married? What's her deal right now?
She's married now. I forget who her husband is, but she's like a stepmommy to like kids who are, I want to say, like around 10 years old, which feels really right for her.
Oh, that's good for her.
I feel like she's like a not mean Meredith Blake. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah. Tinsley wouldn't be a mean. I think Tinsley is low-key really nice.
I would literally like cry if I met Tinsley. Like I think I would get extremely starstruck around her.
I love her. I also loved when she was like, well, it's Q4 and I want to be with Scott.
I'm like, we need to normalize talking about our lives in terms of cues.
No, let's bring that back.
We're bringing it back right now. Thanks, Tins.
Because we're about to go into what? Q4?
We're entering Q4.
Oh, shit.
I know. Okay. Fuck me.
Q4.
Need to make a goals list for Q4.
Okay, let's get on the horn.
God, hello. This next scene, can you take us into it? Because this had a lot going on.
So we go into a Halloween store, and to me, a Halloween store in New York City, nothing is scarier. I mean, I don't want to walk into, what is the Halloween store called? Halloween Time or whatever the fuck.
Yeah. Oh yeah, like Spirit Halloween.
Spirit Halloween.
Yes. Halloween Time. Halloween time. It frightens me. I feel like someone's going to put a mask on and scare me. That happened to me when I was 7 and I've never forgotten it. Wait, when I was 3, my preschool friend's big brother, who was like 12, put on a scary clown mask and like, busted into my friend's bedroom while we were playing. And I screamed and hid in the closet and like had a full panic attack.
Yep. Yeah.
People who put on masks to scare people are pussies.
Not funny. Yeah, say that. I said, show your face and be scary, motherfucker.
Yeah,
let me see your scary mug, you fucking coward.
Yeah, please. Spook me. Do some like creepy, like physical work. Like spook me in a get a little Daniel Day-Lewis. Like do some weird shit. Go full Heath Ledger. Like if you can't spook me with like some face paint and your physicality, I'm not impressed.
If you can't contort your face to frighten me and win an Oscar, I don't want it.
I'm not interested.
So they're in Halloween time and Ramona is walking around with Sonia, and they're just like pointing out the different shit that they would want to wear. We then cut to a montage of their friendship, and Ramona is speaking on the fact that she feels like Sonia has been out of touch. And then somehow at some point, Ramona ends up wearing a hideous flower crown. And we find out that Sonia has been in the Hamptons, but didn't reach out to her. It's the same shit. Like, I'm like, how many times have we had this conversation with these two?
They're either best friends or they're not talking. It's a situationship, but like with friends.
It really is. And Sonia talks about how she feels like she's gained weight because she went on medication. So then she went to Costa Rica to get some of the weight off and get out of her routine. And like, again, it's so easily tips the scale into dark-sided for me with these women. And I just...
Those
I'm
two
like,
specifically when they're together?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. They, and again, and especially Sonia, I'm like, I mean, how could I love her more if I tried?
100%.
Like, 100%. And then we take a hard shift. And again, this is like the era of RHONY, and I feel like most housewives, where the editing wasn't there yet. They didn't know how to tell the story yet as characters. So the shifts are so abrupt and so hard.
Totally.
And Ramona's like, I think Luann's holding up really well. And like, end of scene.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it's as if it would like cut to black in a Law and Order episode and be like, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's terrifying.
Produced by Dick Wolf. Yeah.
Produced by Dick Wolf, Halloween time.
Halloween time. I know it is like, I think what's dark about Ramona and Sonia is there's like a competitiveness within their friendship.
Yes.
And one of them always like is talking shit about how the other one is like lost or like confused or pissing people off or they're a flop. And it's like, you both are all those things in your own ways all the time. And you're both like so quick to accuse the other person of things that you're actively doing.
Yep.
And neither of you are self-aware.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And that's
it's
tough.
so that. It is. It's really tough.
Yeah, it's entertaining, but also tough. Carol shows up to a training session with her trainer at Smash City. The fact that she never worked out in her life and then is like, I'm going to do the New York City Marathon, and you're a runner, like this stressed me out. I was like, I love working out. I've learned to love working out. I wonder if I would have ever learned to love working out if I could not work out and look like Carol, because like body is tea.
Absolutely. I would never work out.
It's like I love it because like I've learned to, but like I would never go from I've never worked out to the New York City Marathon.
I mean, yeah, and the New York City Marathon is not, and I mean, I wouldn't say any marathon is easy, but it is not as easy as Chicago. It ends on an incline.
Oh my
I
God.
believe. It's unimaginable to me. And also, I will say, I'm like, wow, would I have worked out? I'm like, my only thing is, I'm like, I do love packing it in the rear. And so, you know, I've grown to love the assets that have been built.
Period.
So I'm like, maybe I would have, but no. I mean, I'm also like, no, if I was a fucking Kennedy and I looked like that, I wouldn't be doing shit.
I know. Well, also, I remember
At the end of the day. Sorry, I'm
a-
sniffly. Sorry, y'all.
You're fine.
Sniffles.
There's a clip like from a previous season where Carol's like, someone says like, oh, look at Carol's ass. Like, no wonder she like fucked George Clooney or like dated George Clooney. And they show Carol's butt on the beach, and it literally is like a perfect little like boop.
Wow.
Like, and I'm like, some of us have to do a lot of squats.
I know. That's
have a boob.
unfair.
I know, it's
That's
unfair.
deeply unfair. Wow.
know.
Wow. If only. If only. And I can't believe she also started taking this up when she was 50 years old. That's insane.
Come on.
I know.
Be real.
I know. And I love that she was like, I needed a goal, and my goal is New York City Marathon. And I'm like, I mean, listen, running a marathon's crazy. Friend of the pod, Hallie Mayo, is so fucking good at running marathons.
Damn.
She's about to run the Chicago Marathon in 2 weeks.
Shout out.
And that is her 4th or 5th.
Damn.
She's a beast. But that is a crazy goal to be like, I'm going to start working out so that it's amazing. I mean, that's crazy work.
I literally would just walk it and the whole thing would be over.
I mean, listen, and which you could do, which
It would
you
take me
easily
a
could
full
do.
day.
No, it'd take you like
Maybe.
8 hours.
Oh my
Yeah,
God.
7 hours.
How
No.
many miles is a marathon?
26.2.
Fuck, that's so many miles. Carol, that's crazy.
That's crazy. But I did appreciate when she was like, she's like, when someone tells me I can't do something, it's the only thing I want to do. And I said, oh, I be feeling that.
Totally.
That's very fire sign energy.
That's true. I feel like if someone tells me I can't do something, yes, I want to do it. But if I genuinely don't like it, I think I'm like, yeah, you're right, I can't. But if there's any if there's any grain of me that really wants to do it, then I will figure it out.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And that is absolutely the Virgo in me of like, someone says I can't do it. I'm like, well, then it's the only thing I'm going to do.
You're like, watch me, bitch.
Watch me. Yeah.
Bethany's House of Horrors.
Oh, God.
We learn about the loss of Cookie. Hard. And we see, God. I will say, like, Bethany is unhinged. And even at this point, she was sobbing on her Instagram story about Cookie dying, being like, why is this happening? I don't think I could take this. I don't think I could take this.
Hannah.
And I remember that happening in real time, being like, oh my God, like Cookie is dying. And like Bethany's crashing out on Instagram stories about it. And like, as someone who's filmed myself crying before and who like the loss of your first pet baby.
Oh God.
From your single girl days, from your youth, is truly like there's nothing more heart wrenching because you're like, this is that's the closest thing you've had to a child up until that point in your life.
Absolutely.
And it's just, it's like simultaneously, it's like your child and your guardian, and you lose them, and it's horrible.
Yeah. There was like a really dark-sided, very brief clip of Jason. Like you hear his voice, and
I know he's like, hey, Cook.
I was like,
yeah,
I was like, oh my God, jump scare.
That's the spookiest part of this whole episode.
It is.
What would you do if you were at Halloween time and someone came around the corner in a Jason Hoppy mask?
Oh my God. I would go, mother.
Oh my God.
Fucking shit, fuck.
Can't just sneak up on someone like that in a Jason Hoppy mask.
I rip the mask off. See, we've talked about this many times, but I do feel like we are the kind of people you cannot take to a haunted house.
Absolutely not.
Here's why. Rule number 1, we will punch someone in the face.
True.
Like it's not, and also then if I saw someone scare you or one of my other friends, I would then punch them again in the face. It is not fight or flight in that situation. I go, it's fight.
It's fight. I'm fighting.
And then I hear, oh, well, there are ones you can go in. Someone's trying to get me to go in one in Indiana. And I said, all due respect to this man, the man being Indiana, you couldn't pay me to go in a haunted house anywhere, certainly not in this state. I said, no, I'm going to get arrested. And they were like, well, no, you can wear something and then they can't touch you. I said, they can't touch me. That should never be an option.
I know. And like sometimes I think they still do.
I think they still do. And I would be like, you fucking try it. You try.
I'll get up in your face.
And then I'm going to pull you by your collar.
Punch you in the face. I would scare them back by wearing a Jason Happy mask. I would show up and be like, and what? And what?
And they would go, ah! They're like in a full Mike Myers.
They start crying. They run the opposite direction. They go, fuck, holy shit. They break character.
Shit.
God damn it.
Jason's back again. Not that Jason Hoppy.
The other one.
Dorinda and Luke are getting ready. I miss Luke. I go, Luke.
I know. What a time.
What a time. And Amelia Earhart shows up, a.k.a. Carol. And she reminds us, which she takes credit for as if she said it before Mean Girls.
I know.
Excuse me. Please. And she said, it's a day all the women can dress up like sluts and feel good about themselves. And Dorinda's like, she's like, where's Sonia? It's like, where's Waldo? And I like, and Carol says that she was expecting Luann, oh my God, again, to call and apologize for not, she was like, I thought she was going to call all of us and apologize to all of us for calling them all jealous bitches for 2 years. And I said, honestly, fair. Like, that's very fair. Brian shows up with the bubble dress. Dorinda puts it on over seemingly a pair of boxer briefs. And does a little dance.
And they comment about how, like, the gusset, like, the crotch is insanely narrow and how her vagina is going to be winking at people. It's such a vulnerable costume.
I'm sorry, to wear a beige bodysuit is wild work. You might as well be wearing your shapewear.
No, literally. I've done it before. I think I've told you this story, but I dressed up as floppy air quote Birth of Venus.
Yes.
Lady Gaga as the Birth of Venus.
Yes.
One year for Halloween, and I got like an American Apparel nude bodysuit. I like
Hannah,
glued
that's
some
brave.
shells to the boobs and
I remember
some
this.
shells to the crotch. But what made Lady Gaga in that video so hot was A, her spray tan, B, like the makeup was very pearlescent, and the hair was tea. Like she had a giant wig with like seashells in it.
Yeah.
And I didn't have any of those things. Like I literally just was wearing my little, and then as the night went on, the shells started falling off, a la Dorinda's bubble dress. And so by the end of the night, I was just in a nude colored bodysuit where I had drawn a belly button on with black marker. And I was like, I look so hot. And I was like, holy shit.
Wow. And
Looking back, it's like,
oh, I thought the way I have turned Luke's on Hallows Eve.
listen.
I have not turned a Luke on Hallows Eve proper in eons because I would always just do cosplays.
Totally.
I can't tell you on the air what I think I'm going as, but I can tell you.
Oh my God.
You will be thrilled.
I literally can't wait. Are you going to do a photo shoot?
I hope so. Yeah.
Like to the best of my ability. It's exciting.
Yeah, it's exciting. Where are we now? The party?
Yeah, the party.
Oh my God.
I will say, I know this is reality TV, so there are certain rules in place. Like they can't have loud music, they can't have low lighting. Although I hate a party where the lights are at full blast.
It's hideous, Hannah.
It's hideous.
I hate it. And I do have to say that, like, Doren's looks amazing.
Yeah.
Like, she looks fucking great.
She turned it out ultimately.
She really did. And I forgot all about John. I said, oh, John.
Oh my God, John Medesian. I hate that man. Like, he triggers me.
him.
I don't feel safe looking at him through my TV.
No, there's something about him. I go, dark-sided.
No, and like he's just one of those guys who like you could say anything and he'll make it like a sexual joke. Like I just feel that in my bones, you know?
Well, like he's like yeah, like asking her about if she's supposed to be a virgin. Like, what the fuck?
And then Tinsley was like, yeah, John, I'm a virgin. Like I thought she like played it off well, but like also the fact that he shows up just like sweaty in normal clothes with a SWAT vest. I was like, I fucking hate when people show up to a Halloween party and they're not in a real costume. Grow up.
Grow up. Kick rocks.
Kick rocks. Come on.
Fucking idiot. Yeah.
It's infuriating. Sorry, what were you going to say?
It is. No, I was going to say it's disgusting.
It is disgusting. It is disgusting. Sonia and Rocco show up as Lucy and Ricky. She forgets that she has tissues under her wig. Speaking of wig work.
I completely forgot. I thought it was a bit. And then I realized it wasn't.
Do you think she was like blackout when she arrived?
Yes.
Yeah.
Had to be.
Because how do you like, there's that other episode where with the masquerade when she's like, I'm missing half my costume. And she's not wearing the little petticoat. Yeah. And the little
and
like
she's just
bloomers.
wearing a thong.
She's just wearing a thong and her ass is like fully out.
Oh God.
It's
so
a bummer
good.
because that costume came together so well.
That was
she
cunt.
She had what's his name from Project Runway make her like the most beautiful version of that costume ever, and then she like fucked it up by having her full ass hanging out because she was like blackout and forgot half of it.
Yeah, I think she was blackout for this too.
Bummer.
Yeah, it's not great.
She's intimidated by the women on the couch together. She doesn't want to say anything to the girls. She's like, I'm just going to entertain Rocco instead. Until
Forgot
he
about
leaves.
Rocco. Yeah.
And before this, she was dating that young French guy named Frenchie.
Yeah.
He was pretty hot.
He was actually really hot. And I actually think Rocco's like really sweet.
I know. I actually really liked her and Rocco together.
Me too.
Although like her and what's his name? Fuck. Who's the older guy that she was like to me endgame with who used to be married to Aviva? Harry Dubin.
Harry.
I thought her and Harry Dubin were endgame. Like honestly,
I'm like, maybe it could be.
And I honestly, I don't know if you've heard it here first. I'm sure I've said it on the air before. I'm not ashamed of it. In my youth, when I was like in a really chaotic era, I would have absolutely fucked Harry Dubin.
That's so wild.
I would have gotten Harry Dubin hard.
You said I would let him ruin my life.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
That's something. But
and that's something, kids.
And hello, kids. Isn't that something? The fact that he's fucked like 9/10 of the Real Housewives cast, has to tell you something. And I think it's like that. I think he has Riz in person.
He
and
does.
I think,
you can tell.
Yeah.
He's short, right? I feel like he's a short king.
I bet he's a short king, but I bet he's the kind of guy who like will take you to like a steakhouse and like guide you by the small of your back, which I famously love, and ball out on like martinis and steak, and you have like a full Mad Men dinner with him. And then if you're not too full, he like dicks you down.
Can I tell you something about steak?
You don't like it.
No, I had a bite. You know I'm famously vegetarian.
Oh yeah, you are. You're not
veg.
vegan, you're vegetarian, yeah.
Yeah. Was vegan for a while. Now veg. I had a bite of steak.
Was it good?
And it was so good.
God damn.
I know. It's
Sorry that
unfortunate.
happened to you.
Yeah, me too.
You're like, now I have to face myself. We all have moral quandaries. Yours is eating steak. Mine is fucking Harry Dubin. Like we have questions we have to ask ourselves. We have things we have to unpack.
Yes, we have to look ourselves in the mirror every day.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
That's right.
Ramona as Brittany is unfortunately great. And her dancing being like, dance. And she goes, they're like, yeah, no, do a dance. And she's like,
Yeah. And then she just like throws her arms back and
then, yeah, she goes, It's so wild. It's so wild.
The way she moves, like the way she flails around.
Oh, brother.
In such a stiff, awkward way.
Yeah.
It's hard to recreate. It's so.
You can't. One can't.
You cannot.
One cannot. And I love that no one knows what's going on with Sonia. No one recognizes them even and I was like, okay, like I think you knew who the fuck they were.
She's in a wig.
Yeah. And Tinsley and everyone else thinks it's very weird she didn't come say hi. And she's not wrong.
No, it's bad manners.
It's very bad manners. And then
goddamn,
Luann shows up. Dressed as Diana Ross, and I quote, because she's fabulous. And luckily, Carol from Jump is like, something is a little off. And this is incredibly disrespectful.
Yep. And honestly, Ramona looks like shook and like stressed out. And like that is saying something because mind you, Ramona is MAGA.
Yes. It was so fucking horrible.
I also thought something that was uncomfortable was how many people just said like, oh my God, you look amazing. I love it. I'm like,
so
we don't need to do that. Like,
no, we don't need to do that.
You could just, oh, hey, Luann. And just don't comment on her costume.
Don't.
Unless you're going to be like, what the fuck are you wearing?
Exactly. Because it's so bad. Incredibly out of pocket. So racist. So bad. So big bad. And then, yeah. I think it's Dorinda, Sonia. Oh yeah, because she's pissed. All of a sudden, then we gloss over Luann being incredibly problematic.
Yep.
And Dorinda's like, Sonia, this isn't a random bar you wandered into. I invited you. If she doesn't want to figure it out herself, she'll figure it out. If she gonna figure it out, go fuck herself. Fuck. And I'm like, what?
When the hand starts going like this, and the arms, it's the up and down, and then the arm flat, and like she's turning it up. Yeah, she's turning it up. Yeah. And then Dorinda goes on to be like, no, she's a woman of etiquette. Lady Morgan knows her manners. You know, when you walk into a dinner party, you greet the host. No, when you walk into a dinner party, you greet the host. And she's asking all of them, when you walk into a dinner party, do you greet the host?
You greet the host? No, it's so good.
No,
you
greet the host. Then Sonia walks over and Dorinda's like, oh, I was hoping you'd come over. And like she gets nasty. And Sonia's like, well, I was taking care of Rocco. Like, Sonia always does this kind of like flighty, like head in the clouds, like, I don't know. And like, people are really over it. And in Dorinda's confessional, she's like, was Rocco afraid? Was Rocco afraid to come over? Bring him on over. Say hello. Be polite.
I gotta give it to
And
her.
I will say, I do fucking hate. Yeah, I hate when people have bad manners.
I do too. And that is really that's like grade A bad manners shit.
Yeah, because I'm like, good manners are free. Like, I don't consider myself like a classy person per se. Like, I love a dive bar. I love a dive bar. Sure. I don't know. That's like my first example that comes to mind. But it's like things don't need to be bougie and stuffy for me to be happy.
No.
But good manners are free. Good manners are the classiest thing you could do. Beauty, class, and elegance lies within the soul. Money, power, and romance are waiting for us all. Exactly.
Are waiting for us all.
That's right.
Wow.
That's right.
When Luann grabbed Sonia's face and she goes, "You have to stop talking about me to the press. I wasn't even divorced and you were talking about me when you have no idea what's going on in my life. Don't be so uncool." And I was like, the aggression with which she grabbed Sonia's face.
Fuck no.
I was like, that would have started a fight.
I don't like people touching my face.
No,
I actually hate it.
Do not touch my bangs.
No.
Don't touch my face.
No, literally. Nothing will set me off more.
Yeah, that'll even more. Insane.
And I was thinking, I kind of wish Lou was like, okay, maybe I need to stop talking to the press, but you need to stop wearing racist Halloween costumes.
Wow.
How about that?
How about that?
How about that, Luann? Bethany shows up as a Barbie. But then she complains. She looked so cute. I was like,
she looks fucking great.
I know. And then she complains about how like drag queens ruined her costume and made her look like drag Barbie and a Texas prostitute. Because she's like, yeah, drag queens help me get ready. And one thing about Bethany is like, she'll make like problematic jokes because she thinks that she's just like, quote, like hip and like with it. And like she thinks she can, you know what I mean? And I'm like,
yes.
I also was like, but you look like a Barbie. Like, what's the problem?
You look fucking great. You look the best out of anyone at this party.
I'm like, it's a very well executed costume.
I thought she was precious. I was
know.
like, I want to wear that.
Same. And then she like insults Carol's costume right away. And Carol's just like, Carol does not give a fuck.
No, she doesn't.
And then I also appreciate when Bethany was like, Ramona, you know, if she can show her tits and her camel toe, she's happy, which is so true.
Yeah, I thought that was brilliant. And she's like, "Are you smoking cigarettes now?" She's like talking to Carol, and Carol says, "Amelia smoked. I only smoke in costume." And I was like, "That's honestly iconic," which proves the point that she just wanted to wear that costume so she could smoke cigarettes. And I go, honestly, I understand.
I get it. They're all so scandalized, and I think it's Lou who's like, "Carol, you're running a marathon," and she's like, "I'm not inhaling."
Right, exactly. It was pretty incredible work.
I miss her. I will say, who was I talking to? I was talking to someone recently about this. I don't remember where I was. Someone I was talking to, and I don't want to take credit for this because this was like someone else said this to me. But they were like, I think Carol's coming back in some capacity. I think they're cooking something up because she's been doing a lot more press. She just launched her Substack. She was just on Dorinda's podcast. What if they're bringing back some OGs, including Carol?
I will fucking lose my mind.
I would lose my mind.
I would lose my mind. They bring back Carol. They bring back Dorinda. Luann, Son.
Bring him back.
I would lose my fucking shit.
Yeah. God. Even Tinsley, who I don't think would go back on, but
I know, but we want Tins. We always want Tins.
Or like Heather Thompson.
Oh my God. Holla. Yeah, bring her back. Bring that hoe back. Bring her back. Yes. Shit really starts to go off the rails with Dorinda. And she starts talking to Carol about what's going to happen after the marathon. She's like, after the marathon, you stay in my apartment. You mellow out. I'll get a roast chicken, 2 great bottles of wine, and we'll sit there and close the door and tell our deepest, darkest secrets, and then we'll go sleep in my bed. Watch Ghost Hunters. Watch Ghost Hunters took me the fuck out. I said, put that entire sentence on a t-shirt, please.
It's so true. I was like, Dorinda, how did you just describe my perfect evening? Like, what?
Let's Ghost Hunters.
Roast chicken, you mellow out. Sounds great. Trauma dump on each other and watch Ghost Hunters.
And then she launches into, please take us there, the NSL. which is one of the most iconic speeches ever made on RHONY.
God. I'm really honored that you asked me to do this. They cut from her telling like 50 different people at the party. She's like, I had a guy from SNL, the NSL person. Well, he's now working for Sesame Street. The guy who did Andy Samberg, Adam Sandler, they did it for me. Andy Samberg, they did it for me. They did a skit for NSL with Lady Gaga. Andy Samberg, the guy who did it, did my dress. And by the end of the night, Dorinda's bubbles are like all over the floor. She's lost her wig and
Blackout.
she stalks out of the party and looks like the alien in Signs.
Yeah, it was giving that, and it was truly giving like Frankenstein.
Yeah,
like,
it was like, she's full zombie mode.
Oh my God, terrifying. It was terrifying, truly. Luann wants to sing karaoke at a bar.
Relatable.
Yeah. She's like, I want to sing karaoke at a bar. I've defended Tom for 2 years. And I was like, what? Like, I don't know why that justifies you singing karaoke, but go off my queen. And Bethany says, she's like, oh yeah, I forgot about this. You married the disgusting pig that I said was a disgusting pig.
Yes, because Lou's like, you know, I'm annoyed that like none of you texted me. I suffered so much.
That's right.
And they're basically all just like, be fucking for real.
Yeah. And then Luann says, I'm not going to get into it right now because I'm Diana Ross right now. I just want to be Diana Ross. I suffered so much. No comment can be made.
I know. And you're like, and moving right along. Bethany reveals she got a house on Montauk Highway, and Ramona is repelled that it's not south of the highway. And Bethany's like annoyed at her. Ramona's like, no, I'm just like, I'm like you, okay? Like, I'm entrepreneurial. And Bethany's like, you're not like me. I don't say negative things. And Ramona gets so defensive, and she's like, sorry. I wouldn't get a house there. And Bethany is over it. She's like, you just can't help but be unkind. You know, you don't have real estate. I own 5 properties. You're an expert now because you like live in a home. And Ramona's like, all I said was that Montauk Highway is south of the highway. And she got pissed off. Sorry. And Bethany's like, when you start being successful at something, call me back. And then she sips her drink. Ugh.
I mean,
when I miss her, I really miss her.
That she really could shut some shit down.
I know. And I don't think Bethany is a good person.
No.
I really think Dennis passing away was her final straw, where she's like, she is in a full place of like, no good deed goes unpunished. Like, she is like, I've had enough. Fuck this. I don't care anymore.
I mean, it's giving Elf. It's giving Elf.
She's like, I'm burning it all down. I don't fucking care.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I will say I do wish I could get to a point where I give as few fucks as Bethany does. I think that must be a very free way to live.
I mean, you gotta give it to her. She knows how to make money.
Yeah.
I mean, there is a part of me. Yes, I wish I could give so few fucks. And there is a part of me that, like, thinking about that fucking custody battle and divorce with Jason.
Nightmare.
I don't know how you come out of something like that well.
No.
Like, I'm like, you were a billionaire.
Yep.
And this man took so fucking much from you.
Mm-hmm. Self-made.
I don't know how you. That is incomprehensible to me to overcome, and let alone your partner. Or were they together at the time?
Her and Dennis?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they were kind of like on and off, and it was kind of like tumultuous because he like was ready to get married and she like wasn't sure, and then he passed away.
It was so sad. It was just so brutal. It's so
horrible.
brutal.
And like after,
it really is.
Here's the thing. It's like, obviously, like, we're all adults here. Like, yes, there is not an excuse for some of the shit that Bethany has said and done. Like, that's fine. But I will say, like, the childhood she had, I think, like,
oh my God,
then getting a spinoff and being like, I finally have it all, and just feeling like you can finally like soften into joy for the first time in your life, and then it blows up in your face the way it did in such a public, disgusting way. And then you find a guy who like you're actually in love with, who like you've been friends with for a while, and he's like a safe space for you, and then he dies. Like, I don't know who I would be after that either.
I don't know either. And that's really why I'm like, I just don't think I could handle. No.
No wonder there's like a couple screws loose, you know?
Yeah. And God, I wish I cared so little and would just eat seafood out of a bag on my Instagram stories and not care.
Same. Yep.
But you know what? It's cool to care. I will say that.
It is cool to care.
It's cool to care.
So true.
I did zone out for the last like 3 minutes of this.
That's okay. Basically, the argument continues. Like, Ramona's like, you know what? No, I'm proud of whatever you do, okay? You know, Bethany, listen to me. I believe in women. I empower women. And Bethany goes,
right.
Listen to me right now. I love when she just gets really loud.
It's so good. What a good tactic.
Yeah. And then Ramona's like, no, you listen to me. You're wrong. And then Carol's like, was there a little bit of you that thought it was going to be? No? And then Bethany cuts her off and is like, come on, Amelia. And then basically, like, Bethany just comes after Ramona. It's like, nobody ever believes the bullshit that you spew after you make a mess. And Ramona claims that she loves to be questioned. She's like, I love to be questioned. I like to be educated. But Bethany doesn't. And they all clock that Luann looks insane. And Bethany makes a joke where she calls it unbelievable, which I don't think that joke is okay either.
It's not.
And then they go back and forth with where Ramona's like, it's unbelievable. And Bethany's like, no, it's unbelievable. You get it, you fucking idiot, or like something like that. And I'm like, Bethany, like, you're no better. That joke sucks.
It's not a good joke.
You're all out of control.
Truly.
And yeah, that was the end of the episode.
I just like that. Something lost itself in my brain where I was like, I just can't. I can't. There is something to that argument where Bethany is calling Ramona out for being a shit person, and then is being such a shit person, which is just unbearable to me.
It's fascinating and frustrating.
Say that.
Yeah.
Say that.
Where I'm like, Bethany, and that's, I think, like what, you know, like what we were talking about with Sonia and Ramona. I feel like that's what was so, what worked so well with this whole cast is it was like this constant competition, like this morality contest, and they were all fucked up at different times. I would say, like, Carol, to me, like, I was pretty much on her side all the time. Yeah. And Tinsley. I think they were like very inoffensive people.
I agree. But like from jump, it's like, it was always a morality, exactly what you said, a morality competition with Luann from day one.
Yes.
That was the entire first season.
It was.
And with Alex.
Jill Zarin. Yeah.
And Jill Zarin. So you say you don't have a Bethany, but you do have a Bethany. It's so good.
Oh my God,
it's so fun to watch.
There was one year for Halloween when I dressed up as Bethany as Roller Girl, and I famously fell down in my roller skates, like in my house. And there was one video of that because I was trying to take a selfie video and then I fell down. So the camera's like, like falls down.
Was that in the past 5 years?
It was in the pandemic. It was like 2020.
I remember. Yep.
I sent it I didn't send it to anyone. I showed it to Jake being like, look what just happened. And he was like, this is the funniest shit I've ever seen. He sent it to himself behind my back. And then I was so embarrassed that I deleted it. And I'm kind of mad I did because it was a really funny video. But my pride could not take it. I know.
Hey, no regrets. We aren't out here living with the regrets.
No, we're not out here living with regrets.
Hey, believe me, Marty, fuck you.
Oh, Tyler, this was a joy.
Hannah, I feel revitalized, revived, rejuvenated. Feel like I went to a spa for my brain and my heart.
Me too. Will you please let a brain spa, if you will. Will you please let my listeners know where they can follow you? Just plug anything and everything.
Oh, sure. This was such a joy. Thank you for having me on. Literally. Oh my God. Are you kidding me? I'm like, I talk about a marathon. I could run one right now.
Me too.
You can follow me. I'm really just on Instagram these days at Tyler Mackenzie Meredith. I'm on TikTok at Tyler Meredith, but I'm not really over there. I get my sweet friend Hannah sends me the vids. She knows that I be waiting for them in my messages and not on TikTok.
Yep.
That's the only time I open the app. But yeah, find me on Instagram. I'm just out there making memes.
Hell yeah.
That's
the best memes. And cosplays. And we're all going to want to see your Halloween costume. So make sure you follow her immediately. Do it right now. And listeners, if you don't follow me already, follow me at Hannah Aaron Brown on Instagram and TikTok. And if you love this podcast, leave it a rating and a review. Send it to a friend. Share it to your story. It all helps. Love y'all. Tyler, I love you. Thank you so much again.
I love you.
and we'll see you guys soon. Bye.